Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. This season we are playing City of Mist, a noir-style game where myths and legends inhabit human hosts, for better or for worse.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 6.
Is this episode 6?
This is episode 7 or something.
Is or something
This is 6.
6?
No,
This is 7.
He was just there.
It was yesterday.
that
Friday.
was like 5 minutes ago.
No, that was last week.
Wait, I have
Joseph.
lost time. I called that session 5 in my notebook.
Well,
Oh.
do you have session 5 down twice?
Because we have
No.
sometimes the sessions
Are you
aren't
missing a session?
in sync with.
Oh.
Because like if it goes
yeah.
extra long, I think
Sometimes we
3
split
and
'em.
4 were like
Yeah.
long.
One
Gotcha.
long.
So this is 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Session 6-7.
11.
Wow.
Yeah. like
Good thing I don't
Slather.
have to like voice act or anything for the next couple hours.
True. Because we have today's sponsor, the Roleplay Rejects, the voice for it.
You got stuff on the map. Paper towels. There's paper towels like right next. Or the next.
I hate it here.
Oh no!
Get your minds out of the gutter.
I just realized what was. Why do you guys like this?
Us.
It's totally misty.
It's not me.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah.
Wesley, will you hand me that?
Will you answer my riddles? 3.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I got you.
First one's always a towel.
Last one's always time.
It's the middle one that gets you.
Newspaper.
God,
Fuck.
dang it.
Anyone?
Dirt. Monster.
You want dirt?
This orange one?
Orange, yes. I'm sorry. I meant the soju. But like I'll take a monster
I
also.
told you.
I have
And I've been feeding for how long you didn't tell me? Just say you hate me, bro. Today's sponsor, Stevie's Hatred.
no, but I wanted the monster too.
Oh.
Why did you take it?
I feel like maybe we should start this one over.
I like this.
No.
This is what they don't listen. They don't come here to hear us play games. They come here to hear us bullshit. And if you want more bullshittery, subscribe so we have a reason to bullshit more, and we can quit our jobs and shit. Respectfully.
I don't have a job.
So
You have the hardest
you to
job
it.
of all.
yeah, true.
No,
Dealing with us
honestly. Oh,
and being a parent. I guess you're also a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
and he
like,
also
Emma-
has a paying job. So no.
Dude, I'm gonna keep this vague because like our dumb listeners are listening. But I might jump ship jobs.
Okay.
Because my buddy that I went to visit in Texas, he does like he's also a software developer, but he at his company he does more software development than I do.
Cool.
And I think he makes around the same of what I make. I think they
Nice.
get like, I get an annual bonus that he doesn't get. But like for the most part, he makes what I make. And he just does like I shadowed him one time while I was there, which is a dumb thing to do on vacation, but
Weird, yeah.
yeah, but it was sick, and I was like, man, I really wish I could do this stuff.
Okay.
That's it. I haven't looked into it any further than that. I don't know if I will because I'm a real lazy guy.
Is it work from home?
Yes, it is. It's 100 billion gazillion % remote.
That's
I know.
okay, I mean,
Yeah, so I might look into that.
I mean,
I should since it's 100% remote, and I love remotes. Today's sponsored television, but that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I guess them too, but mostly you guys.
could be cool.
It could be cool. Then I'll never change out of my pajamas again.
Dude, that's
I-
the dream.
Stop showering completely.
No.
no.
Then you become one of our listeners.
Oh, true,
We have to kick you off the table.
Yeah, and all you do is go to Spotify and listen and cry.
Yeah.
At what used to be.
Oof.
What an awful
Wow,
ending.
yeah.
Yeah,
Went dark so fast.
I think I might like this job, so I think I might change, and then I'll be sad.
Be sad and
Never shower
stinky.
again, and
Yeah.
I won't have friends. I'll be penniless on the streets.
Yeah, maybe I won't change jobs.
No,
No,
like,
I think
Oh,
you,
you-
I
oh,
think
I
you
missed
should
it.
definitely look
I
in.
just
Hey, you open it again.
That was intentional.
Open it again.
No, she can't.
Hey, do you want another one?
She just moved the tab.
I was gonna try and recreate the noise by just like hitting the can, and then I was like, I'll probably just make a mess if I do that.
Yep.
And on that note, City
Yeah.
of Mist.
No, the music's not playing yet.
Oh,
It's
Joseph.
fine.
What?
It's okay.
What?
We have music play. So that's why he said that. Like music plays around when we should shut the fuck up and start playing the actual game.
We often don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, a lot of
Every
times we're just
time.
like, now we're just being dumb with background music.
It just feels like we can't start in silence. You know what I'm saying? Someone talk about some.
Do we want to just like sit and stare?
No, someone talk
We
about.
can move the music.
What? I mean, I guess we could, but then. Sorry. Yeah.
That seems like cheating, though.
No one, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no one has anything cool to talk about. I know one of you do.
I have glasses. You know that, though.
That's pretty sick.
The
wow.
listeners didn't know
Oh.
I didn't have glasses.
I do have something cool.
You don't think your glasses are cool?
They're okay. They're cool. Yeah, they're purple. Are these the
pink.
light changing ones?
No.
She has light changing ones.
Are these purple or
really
pink?
cool.
UV, these are.
Because I said purple last time and you were like, they're pink.
They're pink.
I like
Okay.
the light changing.
I
ones.
have ones that are clear
That's not
and
purple or pink.
transparent, but
Like his
when you
book.
go in the sunlight, they turn purple.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I like 3D printing stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I like houses, right?
You're
You
going to
like
print a house.
houses?
I'm gonna like make a copy of my house so it's like
Ooh.
playable, so we can like
Do murder mysteries
Do-
at your house.
yeah.
At your
Speaking
house.
inside.
That'll be
3D
pretty cool.
printing and houses.
You're going to 3D print a
Will you
house.
3D print some mold housing for me?
For
yes.
mold?
Okay.
Yeah, just get me the file.
I'll give more information.
For a second, I thought you said mole housing. I imagine a bunch of little moles living in a house.
When I was a kid, I had a little like a little Polly Pocket wardrobe, and I buried a little mole in it. It was dead.
that like a
I found it. My
dollhouse?
cat brought it to us.
Oh man.
It was like
Or,
really
like it was
small.
its casket.
Yeah, like I used it
Damn.
as like a little casket, and
Aw.
then I
Just like Isaac Grex.
I just remember burying it by my neighbor's tree.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Isaac Grex? My Pathfinder cleric? That buries people?
Isaac. Oh my god, it's been so. I didn't know his last name was Grex.
I don't think I ever knew that.
I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
said that to like maybe other than you.
Yeah, it was in your backstory.
I think it was just in my backstory, yeah.
It took a minute.
Grex is a very like death cleric name.
Is it? It kind of is, huh?
Yeah, it fits.
Mm-hmm. That makes Isaac sound really edgy. He's not. He's a
not.
nice
That was
guy.
not.
really
He's like-
cool.
Yeah, I like him.
Well adjusted and
Cleric
normal.
of Pharasma.
Yeah, Phrasma balls.
So stupid.
I don't get it.
I'm never worshiping Phrasma again, man. Not after that. There's no coming back from that.
Did you know this episode's going to release final day of PAX?
This one is.
We're at
really?
PAX
We're
right
at PAX
now.
right now,
Dude.
idiots,
Right now.
and you're not.
Actually, no.
Well, you might.
I got to
We
meet
are
Jenny D.
on our
Honestly,
way home from PAX right
like-
now.
Oh, because
Yeah, why are
it's
you-
Sunday.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's Sunday.
And you
Wait, what time on
listeners
Sunday?
I
could
met-
have met us over the weekend.
It's,
Fire and
Unless
Ash
you
said
were
they're
not
going
there.
to be there.
Oh yeah,
Fire
they
and
did
Ash
say
said they're
that.
going to be there, so
Ooh.
They made
we'll see
that.
them at least, which
Yeah.
is sick.
Fire and Ash. Oh, freaking
I still need
TNT
to order.
Laserworks are going to be there too. I saw.
Should
them
we have a
do
cool
that.
merch thing that
but
people
now,
look at on their
do
table?
keep
and they
in
go,
mind,
wow.
we're like promoting these people, but
Yeah.
this is after PAX. So,
Dang it.
Oh, they were there.
hey,
They'll
check,
be at the next one.
probably. Check out our Instagram, probably, because we'll have
Oh,
some
yeah.
pictures.
We'll have
Yeah,
some
for
already
sure.
have
We'll
pictures
leave
of
their
these.
links and stuff too
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
them / talk to them
Yeah.
/ whatever.
Would it, this,
I had such a good time at PAX.
You know what I
did
really want to
such
do?
things.
Well, what we need to do is we need to record ourselves for like each kind of reaction, just in case.
While we're at
I had
PAX?
such a
Oh.
great time at PAX.
Yeah, PAX was-
Remember when?
I had a bad time at PAX. PAX was okay.
But this releases when we're on our way back. We're not gonna go back and like fix it, are we? Like
Yeah,
in the
but it's
car. What?
Fix it in post.
It will have already been edited though. Like it will
That's
be
what I'm
like ready
saying.
for release. So like we
This
won't
is-
know by the time
I
it's edited.
I
You know what?
had
Like,
a time at PAX.
We had such a great time.
I'll bring my laptop
We're
and I will edit
manifesting.
before.
Manifesting?
yeah, and
Yeah.
to be honest, like
You got two of them.
we
She doesn't.
like
think I'm funny
we
anymore.
love
Facts.
well, I was gonna say like conventions in general. So like I don't feel like it can be a bad time realistically, like unless maybe like we
I thought
That
a phone
scared
was
me so
vibrating. I was like, oh, her blood sugar's low.
Yep. Now the music's playing.
Yeah, but finish your convention
I
thought.
it just we like conventions. That's all.
Yeah,
Like we're
and
telling a
Pax-
bunch
what?
of fucking nerds. So
my
like,
feet hurt right now.
Oh, mhm.
You- on the
yeah.
drive back at midnight, your feet hurt.
Yeah, pain is eternal.
Yeah, go to Pax. You freaks. All right.
City
with
of Mist.
that,
I didn't mean to drink so loud.
we'll go into
Recap. Nose goes.
Nose goes.
I'm here. I'll say it, I guess. It's me, Olivia.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm at work.
Okay. Oh, you're telling a random patron about.
Oh yeah, just this one guy's just passed out drunk on the counter. I'm just telling him about my day.
Okay.
Okay, so I told him all the stuff about like Martha or whatever. Like, yeah, so you know how those people have been like having a heart attacks, and so one of my friends was a police department. He's looking into all of it, and he was like, "This guy's I like to think this at this point the guy is like conscious, but like
But not.
incredibly drunk."
Yeah.
And then he eventually lays his head on the counter, and I like call him a cab or something, like or calls. You know how they get on the phone? You talk.
Yeah.
I know
Uber?
how phones work. Yes.
I haven't even like drank anything. I just don't know how to talk. So like I use his finger to like unlock his phone and like go to like the emergency contacts. I call him and be like, "Hey man, your buddy's here. Like who are you? There's a drunk guy here. Someone's got to get him or he's going to go to the
jail."
drunk tank." And so then someone's on their way. So I'm just like talking to him because it's like pretty slow right now.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah. So then my buddy, this professor guy, it's just, I don't know. He brought us to this library. It was pretty sick. There was someone's aunt was there. Cleo or something. She was creepy. She had no face. I don't see the resemblance. Thankfully for guy whose name I remember. OP. Okay. Yes. And then, so it turns out that everyone's like got powers or whatever. One of my friends has a bracelet that turned into a sword. And the other guy can see dead people. You like that movie? And I kind of like wait for a response, and then he doesn't respond. So I'm just like, yeah, that one. The one with like Bruce Willis or something. And the Osmond kid. Is that his name? Joel Osment?
Is he an Osmond?
Looks like an Osment.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna go look it up now.
Yeah. So, turns out that she's going to the same therapist that my brother recommended. So then I have an appointment on Tuesday. I'm not going to tell you what time, though. Just in case you're creepy. That's it. So they're going to talk to a bunch of people. Can't really tell you. It's a need-to-know basis. But it's John Nowak. Okay, so we also learned a little bit more about the suspect. That's all I'm going to tell them. And so now my friends are looking into it, and I'm here at work. That's it. Yeah.
He kind of slurs a little bit and like looks up at you and is like, "You talk a lot."
Damn.
Well,
And then he just kind of slumps back down and like he's not really there, which is obviously why you chose to
yeah.
talk to him about all the ongoings.
Yeah.
You're pretty well versed in the stages of drunk that people can get, so
Yeah.
you figured it was pretty safe to talk to him about it.
I lift his head and I put a bar towel under it
That's nice.
and then set it back down. I don't want
Thanks.
him to get his face grease on the countertop.
He takes it as like
so
you're
sweaty.
giving him a pillow.
Yeah,
He's,
that's
like, very-
like
He kind of
Win-win.
snuggles into
It's
it.
mutually beneficial, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
As you're having this conversation, we cut to our dynamic duo that is on their way to Harrington Welding and Fabrication.
I'm just picturing him wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
It does look like
It
a
looks
shirt
like
you would wear,
a
yeah.
shirt you wear to the club.
Thank you.
And like, so I'm just picturing Opie and a police
But like
officer.
a discoteca type club,
Yeah.
not like a
Thank you.
club.
Which
you know?
Koteca?
Discoteca. Biblioteca. Muneca.
That came up the other day. Someone said Biblio, and I was like,
I wish I knew that rap, to be honest.
Me too.
I should learn it.
We should.
Yeah.
Do it right now. All right, Smellies. See you later.
Morning.
We cut to our dynamic duo.
As you guys are walking up to,
Oils and
The-
fabrics.
sorry,
Oils and fabrics.
Harrington Welding and Fabrication.
Why am I getting oils? It's welding.
You guys
He
actually
smells
took a
like
trip
oil.
over to the police station and you picked up your patrol car to drive
Oh,
over
sick.
to the welding area. It's part of the industrial zone, as I'm sure we would all kind of imagine.
Haven't been in one of these for a while.
Yeah, you're under arrest.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
That's probably an uncomfortable joke.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's funny to us.
I had a friend whose dad was a police officer, and he would give me rides home in the police car.
Did he make that joke?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you're under arrest." I was like, okay. I'm going home. This is like a 5-minute ride, so.
As you pull up, you can hear some of the machinery still going. There's some buzzing of saws and a bunch of machinery in the background, some clanging here and there. And you notice that, people are still working, even though it's definitely past close. But as you walk up to the front area, just like he said, the light is on and the door is unlocked and you're able to go on in. You walk in and he being Miles McFarland, the one that you talked to on the phone, he's actually waiting for you in that front reception area. It's not much. It's like one of those plastic bus benches that you see in like bus terminals. And then there's like a bit of cardboard on the wall that has a bunch of random workman's notice type things on there, like make sure you wear your safety gear and you must have goggles on past this room and all those types of things.
Yeah.
There's also an Alcoholics Anonymous type little tab pull paper and a few other like restaurant menus and things like that are pinned to the board. Miles McFarland is standing waiting for you. And he goes, good evening. I assume that you're who I
Alex?
talked to on the phone.
I am. And you're Miles?
Miles McFarland. And he shakes your hand. So, he said you were looking for John.
Yeah.
Uh,
I understand he's not here right now, but if I could just ask you a few questions about, I guess, relatively his attendance. Has he been exhibiting any weird behaviors lately?
well, and you can tell that he's kind of reserved. He seems a little stressed.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for me and see if you can get him to talk to you.
I'm a personable guy, I think. I'm a cop.
I think that depends on the person.
Yeah. I have. Don't laugh at me. I have police connections. But I think that depends on the person. That's all I have. I'm unbreakable.
I'm gonna say I'll let you use your police connections, because
Or I could use ruthless and slap him and say, "Tell me everything you know." I'm not gonna do that,
You could.
but I don't want to do that
I'll let you use police connections in this instance because
because I'm policing.
because you're policing, but mainly because he has a parole officer, and the parole officers always work with their place of employment to like
Make sure
make
everything's
sure
good.
everything's above board and whatnot. So he would know that
She's on parole.
he's on parole. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
easy 11. That's 7. Almost 11.
Okay.
I could lie. Whoa, that's 10.
No, it's okay. He'll say, well, may I ask why Mr. Fredrickson isn't with you?
Oh,
You would know from the file that that's
yeah,
the parole officer.
officer. I was just so there's I'm working with one of my colleagues on a case. Colleagues? I feel like cops don't call each other colleagues, do they?
I don't know.
I'm working.
Not
You think so?
Yeah.
That's good enough for me. Working with one of my colleagues on a case, and given some new evidence that's come into light, I'm kind of conducting like a wellness check on Jack McFarlow,
John.
John Corwick,
Yeah, no way.
Nowak.
Sorry, I'm just imagining
I know.
this police officer. Like,
Getting their name wrong 8 billion times. Are you really who you say you are? Yeah, I'm looking into Carlos McCracken. Bruh.
Like at some point you said Miles' last name.
I did.
well, I guess I'm just kind of not understanding why Mr. McFarland wouldn't be here to look into John.
Dear Mr. McFarlane.
Frederick.
Fucking A. Mr. Frederick.
Frederick.
Wesley, do you
Sorry.
see?
Sorry. There's so many names.
No. So I don't know why Mr. Frederick wouldn't be here.
I mean, I guess can I pull out my phone? Has he texted me back?
He has. He says, sounds good. To be honest, I haven't seen John this week. I'm getting worried about him too. Please let me know what you find on your wellness visit.
Okay.
And
Solid.
then he has like a little,
The signature block.
not like a signature block, but like a little thing that's like a follow-up text essentially that's like, I am out of town.
Oh,
But
that's
please
out.
let me know.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'll let him know. Yeah, I mean, I shot him a text on my way here, or before I called you, and from the list of things, he hasn't heard from me yet either, or at least not for a little bit. So here I am, health and wellness, and
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, if I'm being honest, I haven't seen him in a while either.
oh,
I haven't seen him in about a week. I'm kind of worried about him. Can you tell me more about why you're needing to do a wellness check on him?
I don't know if I should. Why are you worried about him? Let's do this mutually. Why are you worried? I'll tell you why I'm worried.
Well, I mean, John doesn't have many people. You know, I'm one of the few that actually looks out for the kid. I mean, I'm sure you know, but he's deaf and mute, and
Oh, I didn't know he was mute.
he's not able to really communicate with people. Him and I have a hard enough time communicating, and I've known him for quite some time now. So, I worry about him.
Would I know? I'm talking to you. Would I know why he's on parole? And if so, why is he on parole?
So, in his file, it says that there was a bar fight.
Lawyers.
Battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a battery conviction.
That's right.
Yeah, and
That's right. We talked about that, right?
Yeah, double
Yeah.
A's.
Yeah.
and that's kind of all the file really
Okay.
mentions.
Um.
But yeah, he's a good kid. He just can't really communicate very well, and I worry that people are gonna take advantage of him. If I'm being honest.
So, you
Sorry.
I really want to hear this
What
thought.
if Martha is taking advantage of him? What if she's the bad guy?
I still want to say, like, I voiced that thought first. But, like, why?
I know, but like not in like a she's like
No,
making
yeah.
him do stuff. Just because
Ooh, but
the way he's talking about him just makes me think that the guy's not like just overall a malicious person.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's deaf and mute, that means he can't hear Martha sing.
But what if he can only hear Martha sing because she's a herald?
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that
'Cause
doesn't
she
explain
can,
why he would
like,
be killing other
her
people.
singing has an effect on people.
Yeah. Also said that.
I'm going to turn to Mr. McFarland. Can you tell us what John looks like right now? Has he changed his hair recently?
I mean, no. I'm pretty sure he's like naturally bald. I've never seen him with hair, so.
Okay, thank you.
He's about this tall, white, usually wears a hoodie, doesn't talk, keeps to himself.
I'm sorry. You haven't seen him in like a week, but he works here. Was that not like concerning to you? You didn't feel the need to call anyone? Did he say anything about why you wouldn't be here?
Well, like I said, he
I guess.
doesn't talk. so
Yeah, but like,
no,
did he communicate
did not
to you?
Talk. No. Listen, I've been concerned, but I'm not trying to get John into any more trouble.
Yeah.
He's never done anything wrong in his life, and he keeps getting blamed for things that just aren't his fault. So, listen, I honestly, I'm not sure that I've got a lot more to say to you.
Do you have a place I can find him? Like an address, perhaps? Place of residence?
Well, to be honest, he doesn't really have a place.
No, he's homeless.
Yeah. I've been trying to make sure that he has the stuff that he needs. But he's a proud kid, so he doesn't take much. He knows this industrial area pretty well, and he's pretty good at, surviving. So, he's probably got some place that he's hiding out at, I'd imagine. All I know is that he normally comes into work on time. He's a really hard worker. Like I said, I try to take care of him, but he doesn't really want to. Doesn't really want me to baby him, I guess. Okay, let me level with you. His parents died a while ago, and I'm kind of all he's got. So, I don't want to point you in the wrong direction, just to save him. But I also can't, in good conscience, give you the way, knowing that you might have some ill will towards him. He's a good kid.
I hear you.
So I need to know that you're just going to check up on him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. He seemed like a very good dude. He, from what we can tell right now, he seems to have been involved in some pretty serious crimes lately. And while I am more than open to these maybe not necessarily being his fault and trying to get down to like what actually happened. I can't do that if I don't have all the answers, right? So I think in this case, the best way to protect him would be to allow me to give me the information I need so that I can talk to him first and discern what's going on, because it's some of the evidence we found is pretty damning, and if some of my colleagues get to him first, he might end up in the station before he gets a chance to defend himself.
He looks down at the ground for a minute and kind of takes a deep breath and runs his hand through his slowly fading hair.
I get that.
And he shakes his head and says, well, officer, I understand he's been maybe caught up in something, but and he kind of gets like his eyes start welling up, and he says, he's a good kid. I can't imagine him doing anything awful, but I'm gonna choose to trust you. Last I heard, he was over this way. And he points to, there's like a larger map of the industrial zone that's on that same piece of like plywood. And he points out an area that he says he's watched him walk from. He's like, I don't know where he's at exactly over there, but there are quite a few more empty buildings over there that I assume he's kind of staying at. Just please don't hurt him.
I have no intention of doing so. And when it comes to the legality of everything, I will do everything I can to make sure that all the facts are looked at. And if he is innocent, I will do everything in my power to prove so. And thank you for being so cooperative. I do have a couple more questions.
I'll try and help.
I point to the AA tabs on the wall. I say, do you guys have a lot of drinking problems in this area?
Well, I would say, yeah. I mean, a lot of these guys don't have the best lives. A lot of them turn drinking. You know, I definitely have in my lifetime. We keep these here just to make sure that people have someone to talk to.
That's really cool. And follow-up question: can you think of any reason why John would frequent the washboard?
And you see this like, oh shit type look in his eyes, like not like a oh he found me out type look, but like a realization, like a click. And he says, yeah, wait right here. And he runs behind this like plexiglass area, and comes back out with a piece of paper. And he says, well, you see, last week, there was this piece of paper, and he hands it to you, and he says, this piece of paper, I watched it kind of hit John in the face, and it was really windy that day, and it just kind of smacked onto him, and John was really annoyed and pulled it off, and he looked at it, and he just kind of stared at it for a while. And I mean, I know he's, he's got a hard time, but he's not dumb, you know. So I was a little confused because I know he can read. So he's not like the best reader ever, but he was just staring at it for a weirdly long time. So I went over and I asked him like what was happening, and John just handed me this this flyer. He just looked so sad, but he didn't say anything. He just kind of walked off, and that was the last time I saw him. This is the same place, right? And he points to on this flyer. It is a flyer of Martha Ellis, and it says Friday nights at the washboard.
Yeah, that's the place.
Yeah, I've never seen him like bring anything up about it before, but he looked very upset, kind of broken up, you know.
Yeah, weird.
I don't know what that means, but that's it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you mind if I take that? Actually,
You go right ahead. It means nothing to me. I don't really venture over to downtown. I avoid it.
And is it pretty much the same flyer?
It's the exact
that we-
same
Yeah.
flyer.
Okay.
I just didn't know if I had it on my person, so I was like,
Yeah. No, it's the exact same
Yeah.
one. It's just a little crinkled and
looks like it's been blown in the wind a
yeah,
bit. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, because it's a flyer,
Oh shit. What's ours?
a grounder.
All right. Well, thank you very much for staying open to talk to me. I don't think I have any further questions for you. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Here is my card. I give him my card. If you can think of anything else that would be relevant, please let me know.
I do have one thing. I'm sorry.
Please.
My concern for John is just he cares a lot. And the whole bar fight thing, he was just trying to protect someone else. So he got charged for it anyway, but I do worry that if he's hurt, he might be hurt pretty badly. So just know that, like, he's a good kid.
I'll keep that in mind. You seem to obviously really care about him a lot. And I promise you that I'm not gonna approach him and treat him like some ruffian or some criminal.
Thank you. And if you can, let him know that he's still got a job here. I know he's been gone, but he might be sick, so I'm willing to be reasonable.
That's very kind of you.
Anyway, yeah, I'll...
Do you actually have a business card I can take?
Yeah, and he kind of searches his
Wow.
pockets
Wow.
and he hands you
Cool.
a
Thank you.
business card. It's like...
Oils and fabrics.
He has
John
his
Mulaney.
name written in pen
Yeah.
at the bottom of it with like a handwritten number. It literally is like just
Cool.
not the best, but
Yeah.
you can reach him.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you guys have a good night. We're gonna lock the door behind you because it is after hours. But
Is there anything relevant on that board? I guess I'm asking you, not a character.
go ahead and give me an investigate roll.
I'm investigating. I'm alert. Can I use alert?
Yeah.
That's all I got. That's 8.
Okay. Yeah. There's other than the things that you saw, there aren't a whole ton of like extra things on there that would stand out to you.
Oh, I meant 800.
I think the main thing would be that map that you guys pointed out, that he pointed out to you guys that.
Okay. And we know where he stays, or like the area that he thinks he frequents. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Once we're out of earshot, I feel like he matches the description.
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah, of death, of what Adam Walsh called death.
That's weird too. I don't know why.
Yeah, like
Because it sounds like he's had like maybe a kind of a rough, but a relatively normal.
yeah,
He just sounds like a dude that's worked here for a while. His parents died, and that sucks.
and also it's weird. The heart failures have been over the past month. He's only been gone a week.
That's true. And he just discovered. It sounded like he just discovered Martha Ellis a week ago.
Yes.
And maybe she was the most recent obsession.
Maybe.
Like, because the shopkeep made it sound like there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a most recent obsession, because if he looked at it and felt sad, I think that Martha is not letting us know everything there, and that her and John probably have some kind of a history there.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that was his mom, but then I found out his parents died.
Martha mentioned that she had seen
Him before.
the killer before at the washboard,
Okay.
where I think a fight broke out, right? Was that what happened, or was that poisoning that happened?
Everyone hallucinated,
Okay.
right? And so she thinks everyone was drugged, and she saw him there. There's like a counter theory, which is really just my counter theory, and anyone else who buys it, that her singing caused everyone to have that weird reaction, right?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Um,
This is all happening in the Discord, by the way.
I forgot we have that.
Signed, Professor.
Also, are we walking to downtown together? Are you worried? Like, should you go home? It's late, and we're walking to like industrial downtown. People have like beams and shit.
Beams?
Yeah, like steel beams.
Yeah, it's hard to lift and no.
Yeah, but if you're like a
You need
criminal,
a crane.
not. I guess that's true, but not like those big ones, like the little ones that they have over their shoulder as they walk around. When they have the little pail where they keep the lunches.
Man, it's like the 1920s up in here.
Yeah, it's nighttime. I don't think
I guess you're right. But
walking around with their igloo lunchbox.
but hopefully made it sound like it was pretty abandoned. So I don't think reputable characters would stay in this area we're walking to. I just wanted to make you aware of that. I'm not telling you to go home, but I'm telling you like it might not be the safest thing for you to accompany me.
No, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, wouldn't it be more dangerous for you to go on your own then?
No, I'm indestructible
Oh,
Yeah, good point.
and unbreakable.
well, does he know that?
No.
Well, then.
What's he gonna do? Protect me? I'm a cop. I have a gun at
He's
the
got a
very...
skateboard.
And we took the company car here, right? Yeah.
Will
Yeah,
you guys
you
to
do have
safety.
a patrol vehicle.
We did
right
bring
now.
the
Oh,
company
yeah.
car.
Well, what are you worried about?
Other people.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. My brain was like, you have transportation. What's the problem?
Nope. Getting stabbed in this weird industrial area. at
There's
night
definitely some
is the
relationship
problem.
between this guy and Martha.
Yeah. They have to know each other somehow with like him
With how
being
intense
so
his
weird
reaction
about
was, yeah.
the flyer.
So what I'm thinking is either like maybe Martha doesn't even know why, but John is being influenced by Martha through her singing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it is leading John to, for all intents and purposes, accidentally kill these people. And John is like, Martha, you fucked up. Like, you're like fucking manipulating me. I'm here to kill you now. And that's what happened most recently.
Maybe.
Like, he was trying to like defend himself in his mind when Martha doesn't actually know
Stop
what
her.
Yeah.
But
Because I think he is trying to stop her because, like, even if he's the one that's like, or what if she's just like setting him up to be framed? She's doing the killing, and then he's like, no, or she's having him kill, and then he's like, please, like, I want to stop, and then because he can't really do anything on his own.
But that doesn't like
Try.
stop what the ghosts told us.
Yeah, but she's the herald of death
Okay.
and kind of a catalyst.
And so she's like forcing him there. Okay.
Yeah, but like he had to bring a gun to kill her because unless she does what she does.
Yeah.
I know I sound confident, but I'm not at all.
But also, it was his blood
at the crime scene.
at the crime scene. So, and she's in the hospital now. So they hurt each other. Okay. She was drinking.
It was only
Yeah.
it was only his blood at the crime scene.
Yeah.
Not hers.
Then
right?
why did she go to the hospital?
I
She
think
was-
she might have been
I think she had
intoxicated.
alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
probably.
Alcohol poisoning
Like,
or just
plus
traumatized.
I was going to say,
kind of-
anytime that there's a crime scene, they tend to take a person to the hospital to make sure that they're okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you don't know
Okay.
what happened there. At least not yet. I guess that's something you guys could ask about.
What happened there? Sorry.
That's going to tell you.
Well, he could text or call Officer Doss.
Oh, I guess I should tell her I talked to Homeboy. And that
Can I try a power that I haven't really tried yet?
yeah. No.
Potentially. What's up?
So I don't know. Are you telling us that you're trying to find this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been predominantly using my enclave part of the power of like going to the library, but I have divination, so I can potentially have knowledge of, quote, the next page in a person's book. So how I was wanting to manifest that is I pull out my notebook and I kind of like turn it around, so I'm like writing on the back of pages.
Hmm.
And then I write like a person's name and like a query, like John Nowak, where? And then hope to get like some kind of response from the muses or a flash of a location.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a change the game roll.
Okay. I would like to use my power tag of flash of location. Waypoint of event doesn't really make sense. I'm probably just going to stick with the flash of location. I think that's the only thing that works here.
Yeah, but just roll really high. It's
Yeah, go
easy.
for it.
Oh, buddy. 2 6s. Went from snake eyes to this.
That's wild.
So 13.
Oh,
Okay.
unlucky.
So through
Sorry, I wanted to look at change the game here. Oh, does vague information, vague details, does
Then you
that
got- you
also
got
apply
13.
here?
Yeah,
oh
I think
yes,
you're good.
yeah, it does
Okay,
apply.
so I got 12.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
never mind.
it's still a really high roll. So, as you write this query, the muses go and they find John's book and they research through it for you, and they're able to piece together some idea of John's whereabouts, at least over the past week. And they reply back on your notepad with essentially coordinates, right? That they mention that this isn't an exact location, but he should be somewhere around here. And putting that location into your maps app would show that it is what used to be called Glassworks Incorporated. It does say that it is a closed building, like that it's out of business. And so it kind of gives you the warning, like, do you want to?
No, are you sure you want to go
Yeah, are
to
you
Glassworks?
sure- exactly.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what they were able to piece together.
Okay. And also, just so I understand this mechanically, right? I have just done a change the game roll, which when you roll it, you get juice. Yeah, you get juice equal to your power,
Nice.
and you spend your juice to gain some of the following effects: create a story tag, burn a power tag or a story tag, give or reduce a status. On a 10 plus, you get a minimum of 2 juice, and you can also use your juice to choose scale up the effect, prolong the effect, hide the effect, or any other improvement you and the MC agree on.
Yep.
So at this point, I've got 2 juice that I can use for one of these effects.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get rid of that vague details status.
You can.
And I can give everyone else location, I guess. Suspect location.
I don't know if it would be everyone else.
No?
I think it's saying like you can give other players tags, but I don't know if it's like all at once or if like you have the ability to give the other players a tag.
Keep in mind that you have a crew, right? So you can give the crew a tag.
So there we go.
Yeah, so you could give something to the effect of
Superfly.
last location or
Dripped out of our minds.
Okay.
something like that.
Actually, I think this one sounds more fun to me. Can I try and prolong the effect? So basically, I know that I don't have like exact coordinates for exactly where this person is standing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if the footprint moves, like I would know. Can I do that instead?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll just write back, keep me updated.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bread.
Okay, so with that, you guys have the general direction that you were given by Mr. McFarland, and you also now have a more specific location of that building, and it does match up with what Mr. McFarland had mentioned to you earlier. It's down to the south of where you're at.
Also, let me know if you need any support from me. I can probably be to that location in, say, 30 minutes. Signed, Professor Alexander Cross.
Okay. But like the emoji, not the letters. You've seen the okay emoji. It just says
Yeah,
okay.
it's just
Yeah, we get in the car and I look over at OP and I say, last chance to have me drop you off.
No, I'm along for the ride.
Okay.
I was wondering how long you were going.
Okay, so it's really not too far away, but it's probably good to keep the police car closer to you than it is to walk. You pull up to Glassworks Incorporated, and you notice that, just like McFarland said, it's pretty abandoned. It's a little spooky over here, just how quiet things are. Every once in a while, you'll hear like a can sound like it got kicked down the road a little bit, or like maybe some like scurrying or footsteps type sounds. But there's not a whole ton of light out. It doesn't look like anybody in this particular area. There's probably a group of like 5-ish buildings that seem all like this Glassworks building that's just abandoned. And ironically, as you look at the windows to this Glassworks building, most of them are broken. And things are shattered and definitely unkempt.
That's why they call it Glassworks. I do want to text Officer Das and just say, hey, how's it going? I went to the place of employment. He hasn't been there for a week. Shopkeep gave me a general location of where he like thinks he hangs out at. Gonna go check there. It's in this general area. I tell her like the general area where we're at. Like, I'll let you know if anything crazy happens. 100 bread.
Sounds good. Thumbs up.
Okay.
Martha is fine. She's been released from the hospital.
Oh, sick.
I'll keep you updated.
Cool. And then I carefully step through the broken glass window.
Yeah. Were there any, like, probably not like room lights on, but did we see any like cell phone glow from any direction?
No, not really. You've got some like street lamp glow going. Maybe some like functioning workman lights that have, those like the reddish ones that they have in industrial buildings that like are for like emergency light type situations. Some of those still work, but nothing that's like unique, I guess.
Okay.
Did you get Martha's contact info? That one that you talked to her?
What info?
Martha's, like, her personal info, like her contact info.
Did I? No.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I wasn't suave enough.
Yeah, I think you were, man. I think you just didn't ask.
That's a good point.
I'm going to text the group and say, update, Martha got released. That's cool. Also, if I don't text back in like 2 hours or less, I am dead.
Me too.
Okay, and you walk through the broken
Can
glass
I look
window.
to see if there's anything like... Obviously, this place looks like a mess, but anything that's like obvious, like signs of like squatting.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
I'm alert. Sorry, that's all I got.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigate roll.
While we are in a rolling mood,
Okay.
I'd like to look around, see if I can see any of the dead, see anything death or heraldy around us.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I got 9.
Got 9.
But if you need me to lie and say it was 10, I can do that.
Nope, that's okay. So you are looking around and you're not really noticing a whole ton. You do kind of feel spooked a little bit, though.
Like I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I didn't want you to say. And you said it. So thank you for that.
You totally gave it to her.
I did. Because I was so scared of it. You know what I'm saying? I posed it so she could say no. And then she said, yeah. And that sucks.
All right. So I have my Sees the Dead, Echoes of the Dead, Ghostly Footprints, but I also have inopportune animal interactions as a weakness, and I feel like there might be like rats. You said things were scurrying around here. So can I do +2?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's such a funny weakness tag.
Yeah. 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, you know, you do notice some of those rats. There's like some creepy crawlies and stuff too. What's up?
Does he see ghost rats?
No. No. And, you know, similarly, you're kind of trying to suss out the vibe, and it just feels a little gloomy, and it feels a little creepy.
Okay.
And you can't really pinpoint what that is. But it honestly, it feels a little more gloomy than creepy, just slightly.
Okay.
You're not really sure if the creepy feeling is coming from like you trying to use your powers, or if you're just kind of spooked because you've never done something like this before. Like you've trespassed for sure, but like you've never like been like searching for somebody.
Investigating.
Yeah.
I also want to voice that I use my phone flashlight. But that sounds like something I should do.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, let's add a +1 to that then
There's 10
for
now.
the status, right? Because you'd be able to see things a little bit better then.
Cool.
So you got a
9.
flashlight
10.
1.
Oh,
Add that
nice.
to that.
Do you want me to roll again? Or do you want me to just add 1 to it?
No, we'll just add 1.
Okay, it's 10
that's
now.
fine. Okay. As you're at first, you know, you kind of were looking around, you're not really noticing a whole ton. But then you remember,
Technology.
oh, I have a phone. And even though I don't have my normal kit with me, I do have a flashlight on that. So you pull up your phone, you turn on the flashlight, you see some rats scurry around, and they kind of spook you out a bit. But OP doesn't seem phased. He kind of already knew that they were there. As you're looking around, the flashlight catches some broken glass that looks like it's been tread on a little bit more than the rest of the glass in this area. And honestly, it would be such a minute detail that if you weren't specifically looking for it, you probably wouldn't have seen it. But you have definitely dealt with your fair share of squatters before, and so you're looking for some of those smaller tells, and you're able to find that.
Neat. I investigate that area.
Okay. You follow this glass. So you're looking around at this glass, kind of following the trail, and as you're slowly going about, you actually notice that there is a tripwire.
Oh.
Oh shit.
And being the good cop that you are, you stop,
Yeah. I had him with one of these.
kind of halt OP, make sure he doesn't move any further, and you meticulously follow that wire. And you notice that it actually goes up to a grouping of cans that it looks like if you were to trip this, it wouldn't be dangerous at all, but it would hit the ground and create quite a bit of noise and likely a good bit of vibration.
What a smart thing to set up during this abandoned place.
What do you want to do?
I still haven't. Can I like? Fuck, man. There's a tripwire here. There are cans.
It means we're close.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking. Can I like do one of these? See if I see any more tripwires.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to do one of those.
Go ahead and roll.
I get so nervous every time. Just. Oh, okay. That doesn't count unless it's Pog. Oh, fuck,
It's Pog.
Should I count it? I feel like
Yeah,
that's
it's
just
fine.
honorable,
I
but it
don't
fell
care.
off.
It's okay.
What's this plus 4?
It's
12?
not a big deal.
Plus 1? Plus 2.
Plus 2 because you have the flashlight. So you notice that there are a few more of these, and it looks like the same setup. Just like a big grouping of like heavy-ish looking cans.
Things that you would feel if they hit the ground.
Yeah. So, and I think that's important to point out, right?
Yeah.
It's not like not rattle cans.
Yeah, like heavy
that-
impact the ground.
Yeah,
cans,
like they look like.
But they look like
Obviously, if you stood under it and
Ouch.
it hit you, like you're probably going to be bruised, maybe a little cut up. But it looks like they're more for the thud of it all rather than like to knock somebody out.
How are they? Can I see like for that first one that we found? Can I see from where it's set up? If I were to like, can I in my brain imagine me tripping it? Would I be hit by the cans, or are they placed so that they would kind of avoid me?
They're placed so that they would avoid you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of off to
Good.
the corner. So like if right now where you're looking at is kind of an entryway area, kind of like a door frame, and the tripwire's right in front of it, and the cans are kind of off to the side of this area. So unless you like were weird about it
Sprinting
and
like
yeah, and
almost
like went diagonal.
out of my way. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
They look like they've been placed strategically to not be in the way,
Okay.
even though the tripwire itself is in the way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
That's
okay.
just. Yeah.
Good trip wiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic trip engineering. We should. I guess we can think out loud. He's deaf.
Yeah. Good point.
I don't
that
want
is
to
a good
spook.
point. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I was trying to be quiet.
Yeah, I was like,
wait a
what's it?
second.
I don't want to see. Here's my thought dilemma right now. What you call me? I don't want to like walk up behind him and go and spook the shit out of him, right?
Yeah.
But I also don't want to trip one of these. He hears it and he just runs, right? So
We'd probably be able to hear him run, but
sure, but he
chasing
has
him down-
traps everywhere. Like I
Yeah.
mean, even just these, and he obviously knows this place better than we do.
Good point.
I'm inclined to believe he doesn't walk in the same way we walk in.
Yeah.
Let's just step around these for now, and then I'll
Okay.
deal with him being spooked if we manage to find him before he finds us.
Sounds good.
Okay. You keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Carefully walking over tripwires.
Okay.
But not disarming them, just stepping over them.
Okay, good to know. As you kind of move over, it's the fourth set of these. You start to notice that there's a little bit of like warmth feeling, and there's like a gentle glow. You could probably deduce that he's got some sort of fire going. 'Cause as you kind of get closer, you're smelling it as well. Just a little one. It's not, there's no way it's big. And you weren't able to see that light from the outside. So it's likely that either it's a really small fire or maybe he's in a part of the building that doesn't have windows to project that. But you do think you're getting closer just based off of that.
Okay. I'm going to keep pulling up.
Keep
Yeah.
going. Okay.
Sneakily.
You get a little closer and you notice that you can start actually hearing the fire crackle a little bit. And you're pretty sure that this doorway that's to the left of you is where he's at. Do you want to try and sneak up on him? Do you want to try and announce yourself? Or how do you want to go about?
Is this... You said there's like an entryway to our left. There's from the general layout of the store. I guess this only matters like a little bit since the building's all busted up. Does this look like the only intended entrance to this part? Like, am I worried about him like escaping out the back if I spook him, or escaping out of like somewhere else?
There is a potential for there to be some sort of escape path, but based off of what you've seen so far, it's likely that it's a little bit further down the hallway. Going into this doorway here, you're not sure if there's another entrance or exit, rather, on the other side of whatever this room is going to be. But this is definitely the only doorway you see into this area from where you're at right now.
I think I'm gonna walk in with the half a business card, the gotcha business card, the business card. It's a business card, but it's not a business card. You remember the one from Oils and Fabrics?
Yeah.
With that, and then that way, if he sees me, hopefully I can show him that and make myself less threatening somehow.
Yeah,
Okay.
good move. Yeah.
That is my idea. And then I guess I walk in with that out as least threatening as I can.
You see that he is sitting down on the floor, kind of in the fetal position. He's not like laying in the fetal position, but he's definitely kind of got his knees in his arms wrapped up, kind of rocking back and forth a little bit. He looks really scared. And it seems like he's not surprised to see you.
Oh,
Do we see any indications that he's a rift, like the invisible book or like shifting face type things?
Go ahead and give me an investigate.
That's a good
Well, I guess
question.
it would be a look beyond the mist.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, from now on, I'm just gonna call them an investigate, and like,
yeah.
we'll know,
Right, yeah.
right? Because
Okay.
some of these get
Different
wordy.
flavors of investigating, right?
Yeah.
Like you're looking for something, I'll look for the thing. You know what I mean?
When you asked that, I was like, there's a book that says, so you're a rift. Now what? That was all I could think of. I was like, and then you gave the examples. I was
Right.
like, oh, that makes more sense.
How to rift for dummies. I rolled a natural 10
Awesome.
and I forgot to give you tags, but maybe one or two tags.
Maybe.
my
How about you
echoes
tell
of-
me what tags you want to use?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he's not really dead, but if he's death, I could use Echoes of the Dead and Seize the Dead as 2 tags.
I'll give you one.
Okay.
Which one?
So
I'll
11
give you
total.
the death echoes of
Echoes of the Dead.
no, the other one.
Sees death.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Okay, so as Alex rounds the corner and doesn't stop you or anything like that, you figure it's good to follow. And you see that John is sitting in that position, kind of rocking back and forth. You notice, though, that he's not wearing his hoodie. And he has quite the assortment of tattoos that create sleeves on both arms.
Okay.
And as you're trying to kind of figure out if he is Death, right, you notice these tattoos and you see like a crow here and a tombstone there and some kind of creepy looking things. But then you also start to notice these like Christmas themed tattoos. He's got like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and he's got a Frosty the Snowman. And you kind of notice that his sleeves are a conglomeration of these like death-like symbols that you're pretty familiar with being so tied to the dead.
Yeah.
But also these really cheery, hallmarky feeling tattoos that are kind of placed around. And as you're feeling the kind of the atmosphere out, you realize that there is definitely a hint of death here. But it doesn't feel like death has happened.
Okay.
It just feels like it's present, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like it did in the mortuary where you could feel the hurt and the anguish and the confusion of death, but that here it seems almost just matter of fact, almost peaceful in a way. It's definitely not what you expected.
Dang. Okay.
Okay. Alex, you are showing this card.
Mm-hmm.
Do you walk towards him and hand it to him, or do you just kind of hold it like a badge almost?
As close as like he was comfortable with, and then just show him hand it to him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a convince roll.
I don't know if my phone flashlight helps me convince him of anything.
I think at this point, if you would like, you can turn off the flashlight because his little campfire is there, but that's up to you if you want to waste battery life or not.
No, I'll turn it off, but I don't think I have any helpful things. I did get an 8.
An 8? Okay, awesome. He seems like he's made eye contact with you. He just keeps looking down, keeps kind of staying to himself. And he looks up at you again and notices the business card. And he looks a little hurt.
Oh.
But then his eyes soften and he reaches his hand out. And you notice that he's kind of an imposing figure. He's right now in this position, he's not. But as he reaches his hand out to you, you notice like he's got some big old guns. Dude. Like he looks like he does labor for a living, right?
He's pregnant. Sorry.
Oh my God. But he reaches out and kind of bows his head towards you to ask for you to hand him the business card.
I'll hand him the card.
And he takes it from you, and he looks at the card, and he points at Miles McFarland's name, and he kind of, crosses his arms over his chest like a love, heart type symbol.
I'm gonna get my phone out and kind of open like a notes thing, and then I'm gonna type and then show to him the text that says, "Are you John?" ?
And he nods his head.
I want to just ask him if he's killed a bunch of people. It feels it's too soon for that.
You'd always just ask what happened.
Like, yeah, we could be vague. We could
Ask
ask
if
him
he
why
knows
he's missing
Martha.
work.
That's what I was gonna think. Like, I'm gonna say Miles was his name, right? I'm gonna type Miles has been worried about you. How come you haven't been at work? Then show him that.
Let's see. He looks at the phone. You can tell it's taking a second to kind of process. And then he just starts to look really sad again. And he kind of looks back down at the ground. And as he does so, you notice that he kind of looks towards his right arm. And you notice that he's actually got a little bit of his hoodie tied around his arm. And that it looks a little extra dirty, because people have described his hoodie as a dirty hoodie, but presumably it's a little bit wet.
I'm gonna point at it. At his hoodie.
At the what's tied on his arm.
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of push his arm towards you and unwrap it, and you can see that it looks like a bullet graze.
Damn.
And he kind of starts getting really teary-eyed.
Does the bullet graze disturb any of his tattoos? And does it seem to be like Christmas on one side, death on the other, or are they pretty well mixed?
They're pretty well mixed.
Okay.
And it does seem like it kind of went through a grouping of them, but it's kind of hard to tell
Okay.
if there's like one in particular that's been hurt or anything like that.
Okay.
I guess not hurt, but like
Yeah.
ruined, you know?
Damaged. Yeah. Okay.
Is there any like do they look artistically different? Like the death and Christmas ones? Like does it look like I guess almost like they were done by different people?
You know what? It doesn't. It looks like maybe they've all been done by the same artist, or at least like an artist or artists of similar
The same
style. They're all pretty cartoony. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna show him the Martha card.
The poster.
the flyer.
Yeah, the flyer. Yeah.
Okay. And he's going to kind of reel back a little bit, and point towards his arm.
The bullet one? Did we find a gun in Martha's room? No, right?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask type who is this while showing him the Martha card.
Do you want him to text it back to you, or do you have like a
if
pen
he's
for him to
down,
write? Or
I'll hand him the phone first, see if that works.
okay. He hesitantly takes the phone, and you can see him like one finger pecking, like he does not
Type often.
Yeah. And you get the text back. He hands it to you, and he says, MURDRR. And it's just underlined with red squiggly.
I'm gonna say, did she shoot you?
He's going to shake his head. Yes. Sorry, I realized that I was doing the motion, but like you can't see that. So yeah, he's shaking his head, yes.
Now, you said that, so can he read lips?
No, that's me. I'm sorry. I
you're
might have
texting
explained
it?
it poorly.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
typed it back and showed him.
To answer your question, and it does say this in his file that like he can, but it's very like you've got to be very pronounced
Clear and deliberate.
about it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll stick to texting then. Okay.
Do we know who shot him at the? Like, do we know their story of who shot him?
No.
Wait, no. He said yes to Martha, right?
Yeah, he said Martha shot him, and now he's saying like she's a murderer.
Yeah.
I would ask about all the other victims then, because he's been there every single time.
Yeah.
What if he's been trying to stop it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
And he just
lines
happens
up
to
with
be
what-
the most sketchy looking person there.
It do be like
And
that
the reason
sometimes.
he's not being influenced by it is because he can't hear.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that makes a lot of sense.
God damn. You cracked the case. Ask away.
Yeah.
I don't have any pictures of Adam Walsh. I'm just gonna text. Do you know? It's Adam Walsh, right? I'm so full of doubt
Yeah,
now.
no,
Every time I say a name. I'm just gonna write that. Do you know Adam Walsh? Fuck, I wish I had a photo to show.
He'll say, he kind of he lifts his hand and he kind of does that like sort of symbol, like and he'll point to Martha, and like point to her flyer still.
Yeah.
I guess. And then I'll type. Did Martha kill Adam Walsh?
And he'll shake his head yes.
Okay.
Ask how he does it. Ask how he
Yeah.
does it. Why am I whispering?
Very good. How? Why? Is it? Well, I'm gonna type. Is it the music?
He shakes his head yes.
I'm trying to think. I'll say this out loud to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the best way. Like I don't want to not. Like this needs to be investigated, right?
Yes.
But I don't want him to just like sit in a cell and like. Fuck, man. I guess I'm a cop. I guess I can like maneuver that, maybe. I'm thinking. Because that would make sense why she didn't die.
It still doesn't explain why he hasn't come back to work. Let's ask him like why is he avoiding
Okay.
work?
Yeah.
Is it because he just got shot today? Mm-hmm. It's not because he's like
Maybe.
injured.
Maybe he's just.
Maybe he knows that people are looking for him.
Oh, yeah,
That's a valid
'cause-
point. He was a prime suspect.
Because, like,
And he has like gunning to kerfuffles.
Yeah, good point. Dang it.
So it doesn't hurt to ask though.
It's at this moment that you start getting a phone call. Your phone's buzzing.
Who is it? I look.
It is Officer Das.
I knew it'd be Officer Das. Do you mind sitting with him for a second? I gotta take this.
Yeah.
And then I guess I just kind of step off to the side and answer. Hey,
Alex, where are you?
I am at Glassworks Incorporated.
Okay. I need you to come to the Opera House.
Okay. Okay. Right now?
Yes. Fuck. Yeah. Come help. Matt's hurt.
Okay, I'll be right there. Meow, 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 meow. What a dumb fight we were having. It kept going, too. It didn't stop. It went for days. Weeks, even.
Yeah, we were really combative that day. I don't know what the
Is that
problem
episode
was.
out?
Yeah.
You guys remember at the end of
Actually,
episode
I
3?
do know what the problem was. It
You.
was you.
I'm not doing this again. I don't have the energy to fight you right now, not in front of all of our friends. Like I did at the end of episode 3.
Hey guys.